What's up, guys? This is Crazy Lake Seth back with Grapevine Gaming News. One quick channel announcement real quick. We are in the middle of setting up a Patreon for the channel, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. We'll eventually get a link to you guys probably sometime next week. So if y'all want to support the channel, make sure you're ready for that. That'll include things like behind the scenes footage and also exclusive access to certain giveaways. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this week's news. So we've been hearing about a Final Fantasy remake for a while now, Final Fantasy VII to be exact. Well, it's been developed for a while, but Square Enix has decided to make a little bit of a change. They're actually going to be developing it, well, the rest of it, in-house. Of course, that could mean that they're just starting over, or they might just be taking over in-house from here on out. Basically, they said that they're looking for more control over developing the game, so it'll be interesting to see how that actually ends up working out. Have some bad news if you're a citizen of Uzbekistan. Apparently, there are 34 games that have been banned in the countries right now. Those games include games like GTA, Call of Duty Black Ops, Mortal Kombat, Doom, and others like them. Another one that is a little weird is The Sims, but you know, hey, I guess there's some problems with that. I don't really see them, but apparently the reasons for banning these games is for things like moral reasons, whatever that means. I hate to tell you, if you live there, you're kind of out of luck. You're going to miss out on some pretty fun games. Alright, so if you're looking for a new Switch and you haven't been able to get one, well, join the club. We're still dealing with shortages. A lot of people are still having problems getting a hold of them, but we finally actually have some details of why. So, Nintendo said that they are upping production for the system, but the parts that they need to make the system are a little bit in short supply. One in specific is a flash memory chip. This chip is used in a lot of other mobile devices, like the Switch is a hybrid of, and their biggest competitor is actually Apple. So you can see where they're having some problems. And plus, with Apple coming out with a new phone here soon, you can imagine that we're going to have this shortage probably through the end of the year. And you know, if this just keeps continuing, then we may have problems in the next year. I don't know, but it's definitely around to stay for a while. I know if you're like me, you got really excited when you saw the Smash Brothers leaks and the Assassin's Creed leaks, and I hate to tell you, but those leaks are fake. So recently those leaks were debunked as completely and totally fake, and really we're back to not knowing a whole lot about either one of the two games. We know they're coming, but we just don't know anything about them yet. So I'm sorry about that. If you're a Bayonetta fan, you're going to really like this though. So we don't have official confirmation of Bayonetta 3, but the developers said that they are actually in talks of Bayonetta 3. So nothing confirmed yet, but they said that they would like to, and they're talking about it. Outside of that, we don't really have any other details, but it's good to know that it's at least in conversation. The next game that we have some news about is Sonic Mania. We had the release date and the retail price. So for PS4, Xbox One, and PC, you have August 15th of this year. Now, it is coming out on the Switch, but for some reason we don't know exactly when that is. That's going to be sometime in this summer, but again, we just don't know. But it will retail at $20, so that'll be a nice fun game that won't really break the bank, and you can go pick that up and have some fun with it. If you're a PS4 owner, then you might have been experiencing problems over the past few weeks. So the new update for PS4 just came out, 4.70. Well, all of a sudden, a lot of people are complaining that their system is completely and totally crashing, basically not wanting to run games, turning itself off, not even wanting to turn on at all. I haven't experienced this problem yet, and I don't believe the Finner 32 has. I may be wrong about that, but apparently a lot of people are. And it's not just specific to like the old PlayStation Slim or the PS4 Pro. It has hit all these different PlayStations, so it'll be interesting to see how they end up dealing with that. Sony hasn't given us any official word on it just yet. There's some things online that kind of tell you how it's supposed to be fixed and do all this and do all that. But as far as anything from Sony, we don't really know anything. My guess is that we'll probably end up getting another update that's supposed to fix whatever the problem is whenever they figure out what it is. So basically, we'll know when they know. So if you've been looking forward to the Shadow of War then I hate to tell you it's been delayed, but not by much, only about 6 weeks. So now the release date is October 10th than what it originally was. And basically the reasoning for this is they wanted to fine-tune the game and make sure that they gave everyone the best game possible. So I guess if you're going to delay a game, that's probably the best way to do it. But it's still kind of sad that we have to wait a few more weeks, but it's not like Red Dead 2, which just completely changed. It went from fall of 2017 to basically late winter, early spring of 2018. Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise. One more, we have another fake leak for you. So there was leaks by the same sources that leaked Smash Bros. And Assassin's Creed about a new Bethesda game coming out that existed in the same world as Fallout and other games like that those are related to. And they said it was going to be some sci-fi game, and they went into all that. Well, again, that's fake. I guess you get a lot of this when you get in closer to E3 and a lot of leaks. It's hard to figure out, what is right and what's wrong. And this is why, as a channel, we try not to report on leaks the best that we can. Sometimes it becomes difficult, but this is one of the biggest reasons why we don't, is because eventually they become debunked and they end up being fake. Alright guys, that's going to about do it for this week. Make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, make sure you subscribe, and again, keep an eye out for our Patreon. So we're in the middle of setting that up. Hopefully next week we'll have a link out to you guys, and it's just $1 a month can get you behind the scenes access and exclusive access to certain giveaways that we'll be doing for our different patrons, and we really appreciate any donation that we can get from that. Alright guys, this is Crazy Lexus signing off. Peace.